Good evening, everybody. We're here to talk Pokemon today. But because it's about Alola, man, and I barely have any history with it, so we're just gonna casually say that it's a chill episode. It seems like it was packed too much within because all they wanted to fucking do was to get out and get in. Actually, it's the reverse of that. But still, it's too much shit to only be one episode. Usually in other arcs of the show, they just make up shit as they go, but at least it's a fucking arc. It's multiple episodes apart from each other in the consecutive lining together to create a section of episodes you could call the Alola arc in Johto. Shit, not Johto, in Journeys. And what we ended up getting was all of that thrown into one fucking episode. So we got rivalry shit, catching up with the crew, meeting the baby, go, how do you do? It just kept going and going, and I'm like, holy shit, what's the next episode? Or what's a fucking filler with Koharu? No. Listen, as someone who doesn't have the history with Alola, I can't get excited about seeing Alola, especially because we're super early into Journeys, and here we go back to fucking Alola. So I'm like, everything's fine, everything's cool. We're doing that whole rivalry thing to make shit. I'm trying to think if it's Kiwawe, I think. I forget. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce his name in English because I don't. The Sun and Moon characters don't stick out as much for me. Well, not him anyway. Some of the other ones, but not him. And I didn't watch Sun and Moon, so I don't have the same level of attention. I imagine if you were a Sun and Moon fan, you were pretty excited to see more of Sun and Moon. But if you're not a Sun and Moon fan, it's just kind of an episode that has a lot of shit in it. It's not bad shit by any means because the content we got is still pretty decent. It's just that it was all thrown in one fucking episode. So it doesn't really feel like it was properly fleshed out. And it was like, well, here's some fan service and now we gotta go. I mean, we get to see Burnett's baby and Oni-chan Ash. Reintroduction to the crew and Rotom Dex ass. I hate Rotom Dex. Rotom Dex can still eat a dick. That thing is just mildly annoying for me. Some cool Pokemon catches with multiple Executor, but as soon as we get into it, we've left from the shore. I don't fucking know it was coming. I don't even know what the fuck the point was. I thought at least it would tie into the B subplot thing, but it didn't. So now we're stuck back here again, where all we keep getting is more fucking. I'm trying to keep up the singing thing and it's not gonna work. I need to just let it go. Yeah, like there's not a lot to say about the episode. Like it's doing the obvious. Oh, are you worthy to be on the same playing field as Ash? Goes making himself seem like an individual, but you like him because the relatability of him being awkward and nervous around a group of people because he's always been socially awkward is kind of it's a nice touch, and the fact that I'm not trying to be his rival, I'm trying to be his friend and a supportive partner in terms of him achieving his dream, but I'm not here to fucking like only support him achieving his dream. And it's like cool. So Go gets to stand out as an individual, which is great. You get some Alola fan service, but I imagine some fans are probably annoyed that it's so quick and there was more that they could have done, especially when other characters in other regions, when they were still doing episodes like this. Probably, actually, I think the last time they did was Best Wishes. With Dawn had like a good chunk of episodes where she was with Iris and Silent and Ash. Just like fucking May had a chunk of episodes where she was with Dawn, Ash, and Brock. And you had a chunk of episodes where Misty was with May, Max, Brock, and Ash. Like, They were pretty consistent about letting the characters breathe and then sing different interactions. Here, they threw everything at you at once and said, bye, bitch. And it was and once again, if you're a fan of Alola, great. If you're not, it's kind of like, damn, that's still rushed. Spoiler, it's because it was. And then what's the next episode? A fucking filler on, And then I think the B episode, the B rematch is pretty soon. And they've only really done one episode that even acknowledged that loss. And it's the Flygon episode. Everything else doesn't even acknowledge the loss. Because it's not really handed. They're trying to treat it like an arc, but it's not really an arc because only 2 episodes of the B saga. There's 3 episodes. There's the introduction where she beats his ass, the Flygon episode that I guess is like a reset for him, and then the final episode, which would probably be him beating her. Is that really that engaging to you? Like, do you think that writing style works and builds up upon itself to get you excited about it? Not really. Are they still gonna do it? Oh, fuck right. They're gonna run this shit into the motherfucking ground. But the Alola episode was fine. Just, wish if you're gonna do it, give it at least 3 episodes. Allow it to have space out for 3 episodes where you can throw in a bunch of small shit instead of just throwing in Lily, Gladion, Lusamine, Mallow, Sophocles, Luna, Lana, I'm sorry, Lana, Kiwawe, Burnett, Baby, Kukui, Ash's old team. Hell, we don't even get to see any real cool interactions with Ash's new and old teams. You get to see it in the eating section, but that's about it. I actually wanted like genuine interactions. You get this, oh look, here's a showing of Beware and Mimikyu and Stuffle. Boom, bitch. Like it's like all this, it's all this quick shit. Here's some shots of each of the main characters from Alola's Pokemon. Here's Togedemaru and shit. Like here's all these little things, and I'm just like, it's cool if you're a fan, but like realistically, it doesn't do a lot. And then in the Lily stuff, it's confusing as fuck if you didn't follow the plotline in Sun and Moon. If you don't follow the plotline in Sun and Moon, they don't explain enough. It's just simply we're looking for a father, and I'm like, okay, souffle, ole, okay. I don't know. But yeah, those are my quick general thoughts. There's not a lot to it. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below, and we'll get to the next week's episode, which is a fucking filler. It's another let's do Koharu stuff without really doing Koharu stuff. This one might turn out better. Keep your fingers crossed. I crossed my toes, but they hurt so fucking much. And yeah, so life's a game, play to win, and we'll see what happens in the coming week or so. Woo! And then the next week preview will be the B episode, and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? I almost wish the B stuff had tied in with the Alola, because you could have easily done a section where like Ash was like still in his like trying to reset himself, and he was inspired by his like his Alola crew, whether it was in the form of Kukui or it was in the form of Kiawe. Hell, it could have been Go working with the Alola crew to find a way of helping re-inspire or like help Ash figure something out. That sounds a little bit too smart, so fuck it. Anyways, we'll talk about it later. Peace out.